What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KingSupreme. Back in the video, we got George Carlin. Religion is bull. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the channel, homies. Just be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you want to see more bangers from your boy. You feel me? Because the grind never stops. But hey, see, I've been seeing a lot about this dude George Carlin, a lot about it. Y'all know I've got to a lot of comedy reactions lately. You know what I'm saying? Theo Vaughn, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, all of them, bro. All of the boys. So I'm very excited to see what George Carlin has in store, because I've heard a lot of good things about him, man. A lot of good things, but I've never actually heard him or watched his any of his comedy stuff. So hey, we're gonna see. I think 2 or 3 different George Carlin reactions today. Yo, I really wanted to get a deep dive into him, so I got 2 or 3 more George Carlin reactions today. So after this one, go check out the other ones right now, and they're all gonna be on my funny video playlist. So go check that out as well. But we're gonna see how this one is. Let's get straight into it. George Carlin. This is gonna be an interesting video, though. I ain't gonna lie. So y'all say he really be speaking on some stuff, and he fun. So I don't know what to expect really. So let's get straight into it. No more talking, yo.
In the bullshit department, a businessman can't hold a candle to a clergyman. Because I gotta tell you the truth, folks. I gotta tell you the truth. When it comes to bullshit, big time, major league bullshit, you have to stand in awe. In awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. No contest. No contest. Religion easily has the greatest bullshit story ever told. Think about it. Religion has actually convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of these 10 things, he has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish, where he will send you to live and suffer and burn and choke and scream and cry forever and ever till the end of time. But he loves you.
So this is what he's on, bruh. This is what he's on, bruh. I'm gonna hear him out, but hey, to each his own, bruh. To each his own, bruh. You feel me? I feel like whatever you do, bruh, tight. You feel me? I don't, whatever I believe in, I don't force on no one else, tight. You feel me? But at the same time, I don't discredit anyone for believing what they believe in, tight. But we gonna see though. I'm listening, bruh. I'm gonna keep an open mind to this. So we only a minute in, but let's see, man. Let's see.
He loves you. He loves you, and he needs money. He always needs money. He's all powerful, all perfect, all knowing, and all wise. Somehow, just can't handle money. Religion takes in billions of dollars. They pay no taxes, and they always need a little more. Now, you talk about a good bullshit story. Holy shit. Thank you very much.
Speak what you feel, dog.
But I want you to know. I want you to know something. This is sincere. I want you to know, when it comes to believing in God, I really tried. I really tried. I tried to believe that there is a God who created each of us in his own image and likeness, loves us very much, and keeps a close eye on things. I really tried to believe that, but I gotta tell you, the longer you live, the more you look around, the more you realize something is fucked up. Something is wrong here. War, disease, death, destruction, hunger, filth, poverty, torture, crime, corruption, and the ice capades. Something is definitely wrong.
I feel you, my dog. I feel what you're saying, bro. That's the one thing I always hear people saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is there war? Why is all that shit? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Before I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like, why is this bad shit? Well, who's doing the bad shit, though? Think about it. And again, I'm hearing him. I'm not gonna diss him. I'm not gonna say whatever. No matter what I believe, I'm listening, bro. You feel me? I have an open mind to whatever type shit, or open ears to whoever talking, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say nothing about him, but who doing this? Who doing that shit, though? The wars and all that. Who doing it? Who? The people, right? Is that him doing it, or is that the people doing it? What I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Would it in, because he said he tried to believe it. God, he gave us free will, right? So we do what we do, right? We it's our decision what to do type. You know what I'm saying? We create our destiny type shit, right? Who does the bad shit? The people. That's all I gotta say, bro. Listen what he's saying. Listen.
This is not good work. If this is the best God can do, I am not impressed. Results like these do not belong on the resume of a supreme being. This is the kind of shit you'd expect from an office temp with a bad attitude.
This shit is crazy.
And just between you and me, in any decently run universe, this guy would have been out on his all-powerful ass a long time ago.
This shit is crazy.
And by the way, I say this guy because I firmly believe, looking at these results, that if there is a God, it has to be a man. No woman could or would ever fuck things up like this. If there is a God, if there is, I think most reasonable people might agree that he's at least incompetent and maybe, just maybe, doesn't give a shit. Doesn't give a shit, which I admire in a person and which would explain a lot of these bad results. So rather than be just another mindless religious robot, mindlessly and aimlessly and blindly believing that all of this is in the hands of some spooky, incompetent father.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, bro, I don't get, bro. You feel me? Whatever I believe in, I don't put whatever someone else believes in. How you gonna tell someone what to believe in or try to like clown them for it? You know what I'm saying? Calling people mindless drones. I get it. You can have a different opinion type shit. And maybe he's trying to add a little flavor because he's doing comedy shit. But, like, I gotta diss on other people type shit. You feel me? I would never diss on nobody for whatever type shit. I would never force my show no one. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who are, like, really OD with it. Like, they try to, they don't, I feel like they don't do it the right way. They, like, force it. They don't do it the right way. But this is... Hey, bro, this is...
And blindly believing that all of this is in the hands of some spooky, incompetent father figure who doesn't give a shit.
I'm just saying my opinion, bro.
I decided to look around for something else to worship. Something I could really count on. And immediately, I thought of the sun. Happened like that. Overnight, I became a sun worshiper. Well, not overnight. You can't see the sun at night. First thing the next morning, I became a sun worshiper. Several reasons. First of all, I can see the sun, okay? Yeah. Unlike some other gods I could mention, I can actually see the sun. I'm big on that. If I can see something, I don't know, kind of helps the credibility along, you know? So every day I can see the sun as it gives me everything I need. Heat, light, food, flowers in the park, reflections on the lake, an occasional skin cancer, but hey, at least there are no crucifixions, and we're not setting people on fire simply because they don't agree with us. Sun worship is fairly simple. There's no mystery, no miracles, no pageantry, no one asks for money, there are no songs to learn, and we don't have a special building where we all gather once a week to compare clothing. And the best thing about the sun, it never tells me I'm unworthy. Doesn't tell me I'm a bad person who needs to be saved. Hadn't said an unkind word. Treats me fine. So I worship the sun. But I don't pray to the sun. Know why? I wouldn't presume on our friendship. It's not polite. I've often thought people treat God rather rudely, don't you? Asking trillions and trillions of prayers every day, asking and pleading and begging for favors. Do this, give me that, I need a new car, I want a better job. And most of this praying takes place on Sunday, his day off. It's not nice, and it's no way to treat a friend. But people do pray, and they pray for a lot of different things. You know, your sister needs an operation on her crotch. Your brother was arrested for defecating in a mall. But most of all, you'd really like to fuck that hot little redhead down at the convenience store. You know, the one with the eye patch and the club foot, huh?
You already just said, bro. But he just saying. I can't. You see, people who would believe in, you know what I'm saying, God, or people who believe in this, you know what I'm saying. I know what I believe in. I'll keep it to myself, you know what I'm saying. But people who do believe in it, I know they would get so mad at something like this. Now I know, but me, I don't. You feel me? Because there's no room in this world for negativity, for being bitter towards other people, towards this. So I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna give my opinion. But hey, he's a character. Hey, this was a very interesting suggestion, by all. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
And it's no way to treat a friend.
That's all I'm gonna say.
But people do pray, and they pray for a lot of different things.
Too much. I'm gonna let it roll.
You know, your sister needs an operation on her crotch. Your brother was arrested for defecating in a mall. But most of all, you'd really like to fuck that hot little redhead down at the convenience store. You know, the one with the eye patch and the club foot. Huh? Can you pray for that? I think you'd have to. And I say, fine, pray for anything you want. Pray for anything. But what about the divine plan? Remember that? The divine plan. Long time ago, God made a divine plan. Gave it a lot of thought, decided it was a good plan, put it into practice. And for billions and billions of years, the divine plan has been doing just fine. Now you come along and pray for something. Well, suppose the thing you want isn't in God's divine plan. What do you want him to do? Change his plan? Just for you? Doesn't it seem a little arrogant? It's a divine plan. What's the use of being God if every rundown schmuck with a $2 prayer book can come along and fuck up your plan? And here's something else, another problem you might have. Suppose your prayers aren't answered. What do you say? Well, it's God's will. Thy will be done. Fine, but if it's God's will and he's going to do what he wants to anyway, why the fuck bother praying in the first place? Seems like a big waste of time to me. Couldn't you just skip the praying part and go right to his will? It's all very confusing. So to get around a lot of this, I decided to worship the sun. But as I said, I don't pray to the sun. You know who I pray to? Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Two reasons. First of all, I think he's a good actor, okay? To me, that counts. Second, he looks like a guy who can get things done. Joe Pesci doesn't fuck around. Doesn't fuck around.
This dude is insane.
In fact, Joe Pesci came through on a couple of things that God was having trouble with. For years, I asked God to do something about my noisy neighbor with the barking dog. Joe Pesci straightened that cocksucker out with one visit. It's amazing what you can accomplish with a simple baseball bat. So I've been praying to Joe for about a year now. And I noticed something. I noticed that all the prayers I used to offer to God and all the prayers I now offer to Joe Pesci are being answered at about the same 50% rate. Half the time I get what I want, half the time I don't. Same as God, 50-50. Same as the four-leaf clover and the horseshoe, the wishing well and the rabbit's foot. Same as the mojo man. Same as the voodoo lady who tells you your fortune by squeezing the goat's testicles. It's all the same, 50-50. So just pick your superstition, sit back, make a wish, and enjoy yourself. And for those of you who look to the Bible for moral lessons and literary qualities, I might suggest a couple of other stories for you. You might want to look at The Three Little Pigs. That's a good one. Has a nice, happy ending. I'm sure you'll like that. Then there's Little Red Riding Hood, although it does have that X-rated part where the big bad wolf actually eats the grandmother, which I didn't care for, by the way. And finally, I've often always drawn a great deal of moral comfort from Humpty Dumpty. The part I like the best, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. That's because there is no Humpty Dumpty and there is no God. None, not one, no God, never was. In fact, I'm gonna put it this way. If there is a God, may he strike this audience dead. See, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Everybody's okay. All right? Tell you what. I'll raise the stakes a little bit. If there is a God, may he strike me dead. See? Nothing happened. Oh, wait. Got a little cramp in my leg. And my balls hurt. Plus, I'm blind. Oh, now I'm okay again. Must have been Joe Pesci, huh? God bless Joe Pesci. Thank you all very much. Joe bless you. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Let's see the comments. I was a Catholic until I reached the age of reason. Quote by George Carlin. Never get sick of watching this, exactly how I feel about religion. This changed my life the first time I saw it as a kid. I still stand in awe of religion when you apply common sense and take away the theatrics. As a kid, let's see. As a kid, I've been to dozens of family church events because the rest of my family was Catholic, even though we weren't. Weddings, christenings, etc. This 10 minutes made more impact on me than anything ever said in any church. Wrapped it all up. This guy puts into words all of my feelings in just 10 minutes. A literary genius. So, his perspective, right? Let's look at his perspective real quick, right? Okay, look, and I'm not gonna say nothing, bro, but say, how would you, just as much as he says he doesn't think there is one, how would he know there isn't one though? Right? Because he's saying because he can't physically see God that there isn't one, right? What do y'all feel about this in the comments, man? I know it's probably gonna be a lot of talk, amongst, 50-50 on if you think he's right, think he's wrong, maybe in the comments, I don't know. But I'm not here to judge no one. Who am I to judge? It's his opinion. I said some of the things he just said were kind of insane, but I'm not calling him insane, it's his opinion, right? Who am I to judge, right? But hey, George Carlin. I got like 2 other reactions on him today. We're gonna see how those is. But again, as y'all know, on these reactions, I give my honest opinion. I don't say what I think someone wants me to say. I just gotta give my honest opinion. So, George Carlin, huh? That's it. Got nothing else to say. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Yeah. I'll catch y'all next time. Let me know what other comedy stuff y'all want me to get to. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you want to see more videos. Instagram's on the bottom of the screen, also in the description. If you want to hit me up, DM me, message me, do all that shit, so I can keep on spamming these videos out for y'all. Please comment down below and let me know what y'all feel about all this. Catch y'all next time. It's your boy KingSupreme. See you.